Hey there, thinkers, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Hit. My name is Est, and today we're going to be reading an article from the New York Times about Taylor Swift and her Eras Tour. It says here, the only question for Taylor Swift's film is how big will it be? The pop star's concert film, arriving in theaters on Friday, is expected to break box office records. The fever and scale is unprecedented, one analyst said. Are you ready for it?
Are you ready for it?
I mean, my apologies. Let's get into it. It looks like the article was written by Brooks Barnes. Thank you so much, Brooks. The world's biggest pop star Taylor Swift is about to become the world's biggest movie star, at least for a weekend. The only question is whether the turnout for her concert film will be as enormous or truly colossal. I wonder. The Eras Tour, which costs roughly around $15 million to make, is expected to collect an additional $60 million overseas, at the minimum, over the weekend. As it stands right now, the domestic box office record for a concert film debut is held by Justin Bieber and his film Never Say Never, which Paramount Pictures released back in 2011. It collected $41 million over its first 3 days in North America theaters, adjusted for inflation, and ultimately $101 million in the US and Canada and $138 million worldwide. This right here is where I think that she's going to surpass Michael Jackson. And I only say this because I love Taylor Swift and I am definitely a Swiftie, but I do think that this film is going to make over Michael Jackson's This Is It, released by Sony Pictures back in 2009. And it generated about $105 million over the entire North America run and $380 million worldwide, also adjusted for inflation. As a Swiftie myself, I know that there is a thirst for Miss Swift among casual fans that have not been satisfied at all. Because I know the casual fan will not spend about $2,000 on a ticket to go sit in the nosebleed sections to see Taylor Swift. Because we're not going to spend hundreds of dollars to go see her. Oh, okay, what I do like what she's doing, most of the seats for the film will cost $19.89. And that's a nod to her birthday year, which is really cool, which is her 5th album. I love it. Under the customary model, studios book movies into theaters and spend anywhere from $20 million to $100 million on marketing, which I think Pin and I have actually broke that down in a few other videos that we've done earlier. And it shows that to make people turn out in an audience, but she doesn't need to do that. Theaters pay movies and sell concessions in return, and studios collect as much as 70% of the opening weekend ticket sales, with theaters keeping the balance. Like I said earlier, she doesn't need to because she produced and financed the Eras Tour's film herself. She cut out the middle company, a studio, and she made the distribution deal directly with the AMC Entertainment, the world's largest theater operator. The reason involved marketing. With 369 million social media followers at her beck and call, she barely needs to spend anything to advertise the film. She is the product. She can advertise whatever she wants. So Bruce Nash said one of the questions involves staying power. And is staying power the Eras Tour if people are going to keep coming back after the opening weekend to see this? I think people will. There are people, teenage girls, moms, everyone who is going to see these. She has sold out concerts. Of course people are going to continue to go back to it and see it. I think it's a great idea. Good job. Yeah, it looks like here that Hollywood is pretty upset with Taylor Swift here because she made The Exorcist and The Believer move to an earlier date because ticket sales were too soft. Everyone wants to go see this production instead of seeing whatever trash movie is coming to the theater. And then also we have Beyonce. She is coming as well to the theater, bringing her Renaissance tour to the theaters on December 1st, which I'm not a huge fan of Beyonce. I probably won't go see this one. I I might go see the Taylor Swift one. I want to go see it. So the reviews are great for it. In fact, it even shows here that the has 100% right now on the tomato meter. However, that is like only 6 reviews. All right, don't hold out. Thank you. Look it. So studio executives and the entertainment industry don't dismiss the Eras Tour as a one-off. When it comes to like mobilizing the fan base of Taylor Swift, of the 368 million followers, she is in her own class. Even Beyonce has not shown the same selling power. First day pre-sales, the Queen Bee for her Renaissance tour only generated about $7 million, whereas Mother, Taylor Swift, has, with her Eras Tour, has totaled an estimated $37 million.
Mother is mothering.
Insane. It ends here with theater companies, of course, make most of their money at the concession center. And AMC, for one, is counting on Miss Swift's fans to come in luxury. Among other items, the chain plans to sell popcorn in collectible tubes for $20. Take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
Marketing line, Swifties always a snackin' style. I love it. Hate it. Love it, but also hate it. All right, guys. Well, I think that's everything that I need to say here. I honestly do think that Taylor Swift is probably going to make more movies and probably go on more tours. So expect more of these movies and more of these tours to come into theaters. And even possibly sporting events as well. I think theaters should possibly look into that avenue. Maybe they won't be a dying company. Who knows? Well, that's the end of the article, and if you've made it this far, please like and subscribe. Do you think we should start putting concerts and sporting events in theaters? Let me know down in the comments. See you all in the next video. Toodles!